Welcome, everybody, to the Canada Game Centre, Halifax, Nova Scotia. It is the opening draw here of the 2018 Nova Scotia Volleyball Provincial Championships. Hi, everybody. Dan Hobson, delighted to be here with the call. It is the 1 versus 24 game. The Fury, number 1 ranked, versus the number 24th ranked Cougar Orange. And, of course, with the Cougar Orange, they're wearing the orange jersey, the Fury in the black. So, setting things up here for the Fury is Wilkie. She's going to be out there. Fry, Wilson. Also out there is Blackmore, White, and Arnold. They are the starters here for the Fury. The Cougars Orange will start off with Payson as well as McKinnon. Fury will be getting back to serve. We'll finish that lineup. Crizzy Wonis out there as well. As a serve from the Fury's up. There's the first touch and an overhit and a putback right away as it's stuffed there by White on the overhit there by Crizzy Wonis. And it makes it 1-0 there. Of course, the Fury will be blue on the scoreboard. That is down at the level there. There's a potential free ball there for the Orange, but they're unable to get it over there, so they'll tie things at 1. So Cougars will get their first chance to get something going offensively in the hands of McKinnon. First touch there by Fry. There's White with the send over. Here's a free ball. And they're going to exchange frees here in the early stages here. The first set. There's a big strike there by White. And it will go long, so it'll be point for the Cougars, and they take their first lead here in this one, 2-1, as the kill went towards the back and out. Blackmore first touch. Arnold. White trying once again go for the shot, and Crizzy Wonis was there for the block, and it just gets off her fingertips and goes down for the point to tie things at 2. As Arnold is going back to serve. She is team captain here for this Fury team. 2-2. First touch. Crizzy Wonis. Weir, and it's sent over there. Free ball now here for the Fury. Can they take advantage of it? No, they're going to exchange frees once again. Back towards the middle. There's a shot there by Payson, and that's denied there by the Fury. Once again, Fury get it over. Battle along the net, and Wilson showing a little bit of a size advantage there over Payson, and she'll stuff it right down for the point to make it 3-2. Wilson, one of the taller members, you can see that that's going to be a very hard matchup there for Payson versus Wilson. Well, we'll see how that develops. There's a hitting error, is unable to handle it. There was Kira McCollum, unable to handle that hot serve there from Arnold. So service ace makes it 4-2 for the Fury. Left-handed serve there. First touch Payson. Chance for the finish, and Crizzy Wonis puts it right into the net there. A good first pass there by the Cougars, but they're just unable to get a finish, and it makes it 5-2. And you might have seen the officials give you the scoring there. That's at the level. And once again, a first pass unable to get anything going in transition as McCollum has difficulty once again, and it makes it 6-2. So first contact, first pass. A little bit of a difficulty here for this Cougars team. They're going to have to make the adjustment, but if for Arnold here, she'll just continue to try to go to that side. Payson. Weir. And another free ball as it's bumped over. Wilson there just trying to take advantage of the defense there, tried to slip it over. Once again, another free ball. Arnold. Wilson. Sends it over. Blackmore trying to find an open hole. Nice idea, but the Cougars close there in the nick of time. Wilson with the set. Blackmore going to be called for 4 hits, and a little bit flat-footed there was Blackmore. Like a little bit of indecisiveness on her half. So that makes it 6-3. Crizzy Wonis back to serve. Arnold first contact. Wilson. Blackmore gets it over. Another free ball here. Cougars have something going there, and a nice there shot there by McCollum is stopped by the Fury. They have a chance once again. McCollum trying to go over Wilson. And Cougars will get. Just wait to see what the official's call was. I thought I saw a net violation. It is a net violation against the Cougars. And it will be a point for the Fury. It's serving is White. Nice serve. And the Cougars once again trying to get something going. The second pass was good, but Chrissy Wonis punched it in towards the net for the point. Makes it 8-3. They've got other games taking place on other courts here, so if you hear whistles, and in the meantime, service ace for White. Right in between McKinnon and Chrissy Wonis. They make it 8-4. Actually, they're going to say that it was out, so my apologies to that. As the serve here from Weir is up. Arnold, first touch. Wilson. And that's just how easy it is for this Fury. Their first and second pass are clean, and the finish there for the point. And make it 9-4. So far, a fundamentally sound team this Fury team is, as Blackmore will go back to get her first serve here of this match. We play the best 2 out of 3. First touch, O'Connor. Two-person game. Shot goes towards the back. Blackmore sends it over. Here's another free ball here. Ball up for grabs on the overhead. Putting it away was Fry with a no-doubter. The Cougars passing kind of hurting them here right now. And it makes the score 10-4. First touch, McCollum. And unable to handle the heat there from Fry. Service ace, their second one of the game, makes it 11-4. Making it really, really hard, and they're getting themselves into a hole here, these Cougars. And an overhit, and put back by Wilson. 3 hits optional, of course, in this sport. Wilson says, no, I'll just take care of myself. And with the 2-hand, puts it down for the point to make it 12-4. O'Connor. Payson. And they'll get it towards the back, McCollum. In transition, Fry. And the Cougars just unable to get something going after that first pass there from Chrissy Wonis. She was in towards the back, and there really wasn't anything that Payson could do to get something going in terms of a scoring chance for them. And it makes it 13-4. Blackmore once again, and the Cougars pretty well onlookers there as that one drops towards the middle for another service ace. So they're racking up the service ace, this Fury team, and the Cougars Orange will call a timeout as this is starting to get away from them, and the score is 14-4. Of course, each team has 2 timeouts here in every set. So the Cougars will call them, and the Cougars are going to have a little bit of difficulty because they have a short bench compared to the Fury. The Fury have 14 dressed, 13 on the roster. So that's going to be a little bit of a hard thing, is that sometimes when you go into volleyball and you have a short bench and things aren't really going as well for you, you have to make changes. Not really an option here for the Cougars Oranges. They pretty well have to go with pretty well most of their roster here. So it's definitely going to be a tough task. A 1 versus 24 game is tough, but when you're not going in with all your weapons at your disposal, it makes it even tougher. As we're back from the timeout, Blackmore serve it, has a couple of service aces here. Her team up by 10. First touch, Chrissy Wonis. And volleyed over there by McCollum. Set by Arnold. Wilson. Arnold tried to get out of dodge there. Didn't really leave Wilson much in terms of room to try to get something over. So she tried to hit it over. It was going to be a free ball, but puts it right into the net. And it makes it 14-5. Payson. Blackboard first touch. Wilson. Fury. And puts it down the sideline there. Tucks it in for the point. Makes it 15-5. Wilson, you got to be impressed with her play here so far in the first set. Back to serve. Oh, and a line drive serve, and luckily for Chrissy Wotus and McKinnon, they didn't collide. It was right in between them, and it lands in between them for the service ace, so must be up to 5-6 by now here for the Fury. Service ace followed by a service error, 16-6 now. McCollum back to serve there for the Cougars. And they've got some work cut out for them. Down by 10. Blackmore. Arnold. And Wilkie was actually going away. I think she definitely missed time that there for sure, trying to go for the scoring shot down the middle or maybe even towards the cross-court kill. And she put it right in towards the net. White. Arnold. That was better for Wilkie this time, but unfortunately put it right into the tape. 16-8 as the Cougars are starting to climb into this one, and this is what they needed. They needed some points here from the service line, now bringing it down to 8, but Arnold once again. Wilkie, and that goes long. Well, they're not really changing or fooling anybody in terms of transition trying to score here. They've gone to Wilkie 3 times, and that one time she got it over, but was just outside the sideline. Wilson. Arnold quickly there. Fry says, I'll try to finish it here for the Fury. Denied there by the Cougars. Another chance here by Fry, and that's blocked there by Chrissy Wotus. But then all of a sudden, Fry with another chance for the finish to score the point for the Fury. 17-9. Fry handcuffs McKinnon. Another service ace for the Fury. They must be up to 7 by now in this. Tickles the tape. And McCollum didn't have much time to react as it just hit the tape. It goes over for the point. And it makes it 19-9, so danger zone here for the Cougars. Chrissy Wotus hits it over. Here's a free ball now. Arnold from Wilson. Chance here for the finish there by White. And it's sit over, and well, sometimes you got to be lucky to be good. And that's the case there for Maureen O'Connor. Didn't quite hit it all, but put it where there was no black and orange jersey. And scores the point there for the Cougars Orange. And it makes it 19-10. O'Connor now fresh off that kill, back serving. White, can she find a hole? Oh, no doubt about it. No man's land, or no Cougar land there to score the point. And now Wilkie. A 10-point lead now, serving. And a nice play there by Chrissy Wotus. That ball started to dive, partially blocked, but goes down there for the point as White and Wilson, they are tall ladies here for the Fury, and it has helped there as she used her height advantage to score the point. 21-10, and the first pass hurting the Cougars once again. 22-10, unable to generate anything in terms of offense, and that's on top of service aces is the reason why they're in the hole that they're in now. 22-10. Tight towards the net, and Weir just gets it over, but boy, give her credit there for that one. We'll see how it results and who gets the point, but Cougars now having difficulty as McKinnon bumps it right out of play. But previously, as I say, a nice little set there by the Cougars. They're running out of room, And I'm not sure how she got it over, but she did. 23-10, and once again, a service ace for Wilkie. And now she has a chance to put this one away. 24-10, set point Fury on its way. Chrissy Wotus, McKinnon. Chrissy Wotus gets it over. Here's a free ball. Arnold here. Blackmore finds it as she puts it and tucks it in for the point. 25-10. The Fury take the first set. And really, folks, in a 1 versus 24 game, that's really not much of a surprise, but you see that this Fury is pretty good, technically sound, solid. The ability, of course, to get things going in transition, and for the Cougars, difficulty for them getting anything going in that category. A lot of service aces from the Fury, and then the inability to try to get something going as the first pass has let them go. We'll see what the Cougars make in terms of adjustments here in this second. So, second set. So, of course, we've got all kinds of action here on court 3 here, day number 1 of the championships. We're delighted you could join us here on 5TV1. Dan Hobson alongside Drew DeBocas, our producer. Gladly here at the Canada Games Centre here in Halifax, Nova Scotia for the Volleyball Nova Scotia Provincial Championships. The under-14s hitting the court here today. And you got to wonder right now what the coaching staff are saying to their respective teams. And you also know that with the Fury having a little bit more in terms of people at their disposal, how they're going to game manage. This is an interesting thing. It's somebody that covers Atlantic University sport and ACAA volleyball. More ACAA than AUS, to be quite honest. But you play 5 sets there, so sometimes when you have a deeper bench, you can game manage for a bit. And a best 2 of 3, sometimes that's really not much of an option, because the thing is, 3 sets, and the first set is really crucial. So you're pretty well going to have all your guns going that day. And so that's the situation that faces the Cougars now. Just like that, first set done, 25-10 in terms of the Fury winning that one. So this is a big one here for the Cougars. Try to get it to that third and final set, but that was just total dominance. And gotta like that even the volleyball players like to be loose during like the timeouts and stoppages and everything. So even though there's no music going around, the girls are dancing around. You see that, of course, in the regular when they have the music going around in the tournaments and games like that. But you can just see that the Fury are loose. And as for the Cougars, this is, as you say, going to be a tough battle there for them. And referee over there, of course, just one referee. He is going to be the up official, so there's no down official and no line judges. So he's pretty well the calling the shots and everything. So we'll see what the Fury goes for a lineup. They have Legier out there as well as Blanchard, Mosier. Also out there, Goulding, Giddens, Waterhead. So getting a little bit of a different look out here right now, and this is what the advantage that the Fury has over this Cougar team. We'll see who the Cougars put out here in just a couple of seconds. Right now, it is Terfry, Russell, O'Connor, McKinnon, McCollum, and Robar. Robar switching spots. So as you see, looking down right now, there's 2 extra players there for the Cougars and a deep bench here for the Fury. So Cougars were served to start this second set. Back to serve Maureen O'Connor. And it's up. First touch. Goulding. Chance to finish. And the first pass there by O'Connor after Goulding's shot. Just not really a good pass at all. Nothing to get anything in terms of attack the other way. So the point will go to the Fury as back to serve is now Weatherhead. Oh, both McKinnon and Russell right there as it went between the middle. And another service ace for the Fury, 2-0, as that has continued over here into the second set from the first. They had about 7 service aces, and this is the thing, is that the Cougars was having some difficulty getting any offense going, as the Fury was right there to on the overhit to put it back to make it 2-0, 3-0, pardon me. Weatherhead once again. And McCollum having difficulty once again handling and getting that first pass going from here for the Cougars, makes it 4-0. You can see some of the smiles on the Fury's face. It's not quite the same there for the Cougars. They get their first point as a result of a service error there by the Fury. They're on the board, makes it 4-1. They're seeming having a little question in terms of rotation here. After further discussions, things seem to be okay as Liz Robar is serving here for the Cougars. And the second pass there was a little bit too difficult there for Goulding, and she looked up and knew that the antenna was coming into play there for her and didn't have much, and it goes out. Makes it 4-2. The first pass was good, the second one not so hot. Blanchard, Goulding now puts a big heat on there, and McKinnon just did enough just to get her hands on it, but set it over out of bounds for the point, and it makes it 5-2. Their first look at Giddens here from the service line was a reserve there in the first set. For joining us, Fury won the first set 25-10. And Giddens says, hey, I might as well join the service ace party, as she puts it right there, and Robar not able to get a return going for the Cougars. 6-2 once again. Ball up from Giddens. And Russell and O'Connor, as the communication here for the Cougars is just not where it should be probably here at the Provincial Championships, having difficulty. A lot of people just onlookers, and it's just confusing right now. As Giddens, the only thing that stops Giddens is Giddens as that goes towards the back and out for the point. So some errors here by the Fury have given the Cougars 2 of their 3 points here as McCollum puts it up. Goulding first touch, Blanchard. The first pass not so good, and Blanchard was just scared maybe about backing into the net because it was really tight towards the net and punched it over, but it goes out of bounds for the point, and it's 7-4. Goulding, Blanchard tight again, but she'll just put it over. And sometimes you got to take what the defense gives you. There was no wall set up there by the Cougars, so just placed it right down the middle for the point. And that makes it 8-4. Goulding, we've said her name a lot, of course, here in this second set. She's serving now. And McKinnon once again, service too hot to handle. 9-4. Of course, if you've ever been to some volleyball Nova Scotia provincials anywhere throughout the province, you got to know that there's one scorer from one team and another scorer from the other team. It's parents, of course, helping out in it, so it's almost like a social event. Legier with the shot towards the back and gets the kill for the Fury. 10-4. One of the coaches from the Cougars says we're making an adjustment here, and there's a shake there by Goulding. Puts it in towards the net. And it makes it 10-5 now. Alicia Terfry back serving here for the Cougars. Big point up for grabs here in this one. And Mosier, difficulty handling that one as you track up a service ace there for the Cougars to fry. We'll see if they try to go after Mosier once again here. Just trailing by 4. Let's see what they have in store here on this possession. Well, they went towards the middle, but Giddings was there. And Mosier difficulty. The pass from Blanchard wasn't too bad, but I think they didn't know what to do there. And Mosier was kind of stuck. And it's a split-second decision when you get that pass. Am I going to try to go for the dunk? Am I going to just try to go for the shot right down the middle? And Fury got nothing there. And just when the Cougars start to get some momentum going and then getting close to this game, they put up a service error and makes it 11-7. And Blanchard will go back to serve here for the Fury. Left-handed and lots on it. Right on the line, no doubter for the point. That's what's kind of difficult is that sometimes you'd like to your teammates or coaches or anybody that's either on the bench or bullpen, whatever you want to classify the reserve players here, to yell if that one's going to be in or out. And there wasn't anything, and the Cougars were flat-footed. And another hitting errors here for the Cougars as they start to pile up as they're unable to get something going. And Blanchard will serve once again, 13-7. Look out, bench, as Blanchard there. So it went towards the Cougars bench. It didn't even get towards the net. So another point there for the Cougars, a result of an error here by the Fury, 13-8. Mosier telegraphed it, but it worked because she had her hand up in the air and then jumped up and put the finish right down the middle. You kind of knew it was going to come with her right hand as she had it up there. As Legier has a chance here to increase the lead. They're up by 6. And a nice dive there by McKinnon. That's going to result in a free ball here for the Fury. Giddens, chance to finish. Right down the middle, in front of McCollum for the point. 15-8. They're 10 away from putting a nail in the coffin of this game. There's the serve. Second pass to Fry. Robar gets it over. Here's a free ball. Now they're exchanging frees here at the Canada Game Center. Sit over there by O'Connor. And, oh, a nice play there by Weatherhead trying to find the hole. Cougars got there in time. And Robar with a little bit of a help from the net as it ticks the tape and down for the point. 15-9. They looked pretty good in that possession, both teams did. The best rally of the game is this one goes right into the scorer's table. Well, that's the type of afternoon it's been here for the Cougars. They get something going, and a service error hurts them. Here's Mosier. And it's been a difficult afternoon. We're talking about for the Cougars overall, but difficult for Mosier. She has one kill here so far, but that serve goes into the net. So I have a funny feeling maybe she'll shake it off here at these provincials and find her game. Giddens, the big hit. And it was an overhit, but Cougars work going over there to try to get something going, like to get maybe something to transition, get that second pass and try to go for the scoring shot. Everybody was flat-footed. It just stayed there, 17-10. Well, that was a difficult one as the first pass was right there to O'Connor, and their first touch, and it went right back to Russell. She had to react quickly, and the third one didn't get over. There's a knuckler of a serve there. Cougars look good here on this possession. There's a chance here by McCollum. Fury right there. Goulding. Here's an overhit, and Giddens takes advantage of the overhit and puts it down. 19-10, 6 away from victory. Here are the Fury. Ball is up, and the Cougars' first pass, and it's been like this for them pretty well most of the game. Zoe Russell unable to generate something in terms of trying to get a chance to score a point in this one. 20-10, so red zone now here, and a miss there by Russell. That's back-to-back tough ones there for her. 21-10, 4 points away here from victory. Here are the Fury in this one versus 24. Punched over. Second pass. O'Connor. Giddens there with the dig. Goulding will bump it over. O'Connor. First pass. McCollum going for it. Gets some, and it deflects off the Fury and goes towards the back and out for the point. 21-11. But if they have any chance of trying to get back to force a third set, they've got to start racking up some points here. Legier, Blanchard from the back, Weatherhead, and the Cougars' first contact. Send them in scramble mode. 3 players going towards the sideline. And the ball falls down and goes out there. So point here for the Fury. 3 away for victory. 22-11. Giddens serving. And that's 3 feet out of bounds as the Cougars watch it sail. 22-12. Cougars say they're okay with that. Now we've got to start getting something going in terms of points here. Goulding, Blanchard, Legier, and that goes wide again, so makes it 22-13. And McCollum serve well short. 2 away from victory. Bullpen of the Fury starting to stand up here. Goulding back to serve. Well, she was maybe hoping for a little bit of lady luck. It ticked the tape and got over, but didn't come back towards the court, so it goes out of bounds. And it makes it 23-14. And that's what the doctor ordered here for this Cougars Orange team, but they're definitely running out of time, and they need to start getting points here. Giddens. Good attempt by her, and Legier not much to work with. But Giddens just did a good enough job because that first pass, and we just see the importance of the first pass. Really important here in this sport. When the Fury get that first pass going, they're usually doing well in terms of getting in transition and scoring points. That time was un-Fury-like for sure. First touch, Mosier. Blanchard. Back foot, Legier. Oh, nice reaction there by McKinnon just to get it over. It's going to result in a free ball. The Fury can finish. Here they do as it goes off the hands of McKinnon, but the second pass is more reaction than anything, and it goes towards the sideline. So here it is. Set match point in the hands of Blanchard. 24-15. A chance to finish this one out. Timing. Sometimes the timing has got to be there for serves, and everybody makes it, and that was what happened there. Missed time. Chance to finish here for the Fury. They look pretty good getting that third pass. Mosier with the hand up. And that will put it away, and Mosier puts her hands up knowing when she's going to hit it, and you know what, once she hits it with, gets the point. 25-16. Fury not only take the second set, but the match, and a better second set there for the Cougars Orange, but this Fury team just way too much for them. and they fall in 2 straight sets. 25-10, 25-16. As I said, we've got a busy day here. We've got Court 3 action lined up here. Because coming up next, we will have the Capers Orange so it'll be the Capers Orange taking on the Rapids, and that game will be at 1:50. So we're going to sign off for now. We want to thank Drew for his hard work here. We want to thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast. The Fury over the Cougars Orange, 25-10, 25-16. So for Drew, my name is Dan Hobson. Thank you for tuning in. So long from the Canada Game Center. You've been watching the Volleyball Nova Scotia Provincials under 14 here on 5TV1. So long, folks.